Hey viewers and viewresses, welcome back to So You're Being Hunted with me, General Red Strategist. This is episode 165. So, do you remember in the last episode we made a start on our new police challenge? We already had one shootout that we had to deal with on this island. We've gone and stored the evidence, and as promised today we're going to be doing some investigating. I hear a freaking dog nearby, but hopefully it won't be a problem. There's some nice walls here. Are you charging through the village? Quite possible. Oh no, he's charging away. Okay, so here's where I left my evidence. You'll all remember. We've got these bits and bobs in here. It's time to do some investigating. Now, you remember last time we had two robots having a shootout near a little cottage, whatever it was. One got killed by one robot, and then the other one was walking away when I snuck up behind him and I pretty much dispensed the law right there and then. And he, both of them left behind these bits and bobs. So managed to pick up one shotgun from from the perpetrator of the crime, basically, from the one who actually committed the murder. He was also carrying these blackberries and this piece of raw meat. The other robot was also carrying a shotgun and this flipping set of bandages here. Obviously, because I couldn't carry his shotgun, even though it was intact, because obviously the game sort of replaces it with shotgun ammo when you put it in your inventory. This shotgun ammo here will have to double as the shotgun. So yes. Okay, so that's all the evidence that came from that particular crime. Let's try and surmise what happened here. Now, I'm guessing that the one who pretty much killed the other robot was the one who was guarding the cottage. At least that's the way it appeared to me. So using my fantastic deductive powers, I'm almost like Sherlock Holmes here, up in this bitch. But that robot who perpetrated the crime, as I said, was also carrying these two items of food, whilst the other one was only carrying the bandages and the shotgun ammo. So we can assume that the robot who was defending the cottage probably was living there, and judging by the fact he had these blackberries and this piece of raw meat, that was a nice little area of plenty. His cottage was nice and well stocked on all kinds of lovely food and all kinds of stuff. And it's my opinion, my professional opinion, as a officer of the law, that the other robot who attacked him initially was trying to take over the cottage because he wanted the blackberries and the meat for himself. Therefore, the robot who was the perpetrator simply, had to defend himself. But you see, that was where the problem lay. He could have just called for the police to deal with this, but no, he decided to take the law into his own hands. And, that's the stupidest thing to do. Because, as every policeman says, you shouldn't take the law into your own hands. You should just let the murderer try and kill you whilst you frantically dial on your rotary telephone for the law to come and hope that they arrive in the next few minutes. So yes, I think that's what's happened in this crime. My investigation for that one is complete. And since these robots will no longer be needing them, I'm going to take this shotgun, I'm going to take these shotgun shells, I'm going to take these rags, and I'm going to take these flipping blackberries. As for this raw meat, since I don't really have any matches, I'm just going to discard it, because I don't need it. And let's eat those blackberries now. Kind of like, the story of... not the story, what's that Simpsons episode where Homer Simpson is dressed up as King Solomon, or whatever it is, and he gets faced with a conundrum. His courtiers come in, don't they, with the pie, and they have Lenny and Carl as two random Babylonian citizens. Is it Babylon? No, it's not Babylon. It's whichever civilization King Solomon was, I've forgotten already, but they come in, don't they, and they say there's a dispute over the ownership of this pie, and Homer Simpson picks up the pie even, cuts it in half, and he says, "The pie shall be cut in half, and then both men shall be executed, and I'll eat the pie." It's kind of what I've just done here, Instead of dividing the blackberries up between the people with the dispute, I've just eaten them for myself. Okay, it's time to move on to another island, everybody. We're going to go south, and we're going to check to make sure there are no shootouts going on here, and if there are, then we're going to have to do some more investigating, I do think. So yes, there we are. Okay, actually I remember it now. It was that Simpsons episode where I think they're in church, aren't they? But they're all nodding off because Reverend What's-His-Face is being incredibly boring, as he usually is. So they're all kind of, nodding off, and when they start dreaming, they'll start dreaming biblical scenes, which explains why Homer Simpson is dreaming about King Solomon. Yeah, I think that actually explains why I'm thinking of Babylon, doesn't it? Because I think Bart Simpson has a dream that he's David, and Goliath comes back or something, and he kills him at the Tower of Babel. Is that right? I can't remember. It's been a very long time since I ever watched The Simpsons. Probably, I don't know. Feels like maybe more than a year. I don't know. Okay, so we got robots over there. Got Squire off in that direction. How am I going to do this? I've got all my weapons. There's the balloon up there. Huh. I was just thinking to myself, I could try luring one robot towards the others and see if they then open up on each other, but I don't know. That may not be the best, you know. That may be unethical policemanship, if that's a word. You know. I mean, whoever saw a fucking policeman who once deliberately walked into a bad neighbourhood just to lure them out so he could shoot them? Deary me. Any lawbreakers around here? Any troublemakers? I am the law. You shall not commit any felonies or crimes, because I am the law. You know, actually, what that little phrase I just came out then, "I am the law," actually reminds me of. Any people out there watching this who read Brian Jakes' Red War books when they were kids? Because I certainly did. Anyone out there who was like me, who read any of those books when they were kids? You know, they were good books, those. But the one I'm thinking in particular of when I said "I am the law" just then was what's it called? Martin the Warrior. That one, because there's a character in that who comes out with that line all the time. I can remember those books really well, even though I mean, you know, it's funny. I haven't seen The Simpsons for like a year or something, and I keep saying like. I need to stop that. I haven't seen The Simpsons for about a year or so, and I can't really remember it. And yet the Red War books I've not read since I was a bloody kid, and yet I can remember them incredibly well. I guess, you know, it's those things which stand out to you most, isn't it? Which, yes, Martin the Warrior. There's a character in there who always sort of goes, "I am the law." And he, you know, he kills anybody who pretty much breaks his laws. Because the thing about the Red War books is, you know, the characters were pretty much sort of anthropomorphic animals, weren't they? And I believe that the character who came out with "I am the law" was the warden of, was it Marshwood Hill? And he was a giant heron or something, wasn't he? And basically all the lawbreakers were basically reptiles. You know, because everyone knows that reptiles are lawbreakers. Lizards, slow worms, those kind of things. But, you know, speaking of Red Ball, actually, and Jesus, I'm just, you know, it occurs to me as I'm about to say this that I'm jumping around on different topics quite frequently this episode so far, aren't I? But speaking of Red Wall, I do have another game in my Steam library which I basically, well, it's a game that I was thinking, you know, it looked interesting and I wanted to think, oh, maybe I could do this on my channel. I did test it and the FPS was incredibly low because graphically speaking it was quite intense, so it might not be something I'll do for a long time. Maybe once I inevitably eventually get a new PC, something a bit more powerful, but I don't know when that'll be because obviously I don't have any imminent plans to do that. But who's heard of a game called Ghost of a Tale? You know, it looks like a really good game. It's basically, well, you know, if you had to describe it in one go, it would be Redwall the video game. Because basically all the characters are literally animals, little like rodents and things like that. But it's like, I keep saying like, but it's basically a fantasy setting. You know, castles, things like that. And like I say, it's basically Redwall the video game, which is pretty incredible. And it does look really good. Looks really fascinating. It looks like it's got a really, really awesome art style to it. But obviously it's just a shame I can't really play it because my potato PC is not capable of handling the damn thing. But I really want to play it. Because, you know, as soon as I saw the screenshots for it, I just got these incredible Red War vibes from it. Oh god, there's a freaking pheasant. Okay, well let's keep exploring. Keep checking. Because the thing about this challenge is we need to keep on the lookout for shootouts, for any robots who are breaking the law. Then we have to go in, cruise in there, you know, complete vigilante style, slaughter them all, as you do. No, that's not a door. Where's the door on this thing? Is it around this side? I went right over... yeah, it's right here. I could have just cut through to this very quickly, but no, I didn't. Okay, I'll just drink some sherry whilst I'm at it. That's absolutely fine. Police officer is drunk now. He's drunk on the job. Don't complain. If you have any complaints about this police officer being drunk on the job, please direct them to the Independent Police Complaints Commission. They'll sort it out. In fact, actually, no, don't, because they'll probably fire me from my role. This village is unoccupied, which means it's good for looting. Let's have a look. Nothing there. I could do with a bit more food. They've got some more bandages, which I will take. Yeah, that's fine. Come here. Ooh, more ammo for the revolver. There we go. And there's a flask of tea as well. I'll take some tea. Not drunk some tea in a while. That is in game. That is not IRL. IRL. I have drunk tea. Ooh, let's get this police officer high. There we go. So a police officer has been drunk. He's going to be extra high now because I've just eaten 2 red toadstools in one go. Oh Jesus, that is trippy. Is it me or is it a bit even trippier than normal now that I've eaten 2 of those red toadstools? Or is that just me? It might just be me, actually. Stout, yes. Policeman loves stout. Okay. There's not really anything else I need to pick up in terms of food, is there? Yeah, I've got plenty of stuff for food. What am I worrying about? That's absolutely fine. There's those guys over by their cottage over there. Oh. Hello there, rabbit. You're incredibly docile just to be stood there right near me. Now don't you guys start having a shootout because one of you decides suddenly you want to take ownership of the entire cottage with all its delightful possessions. Otherwise that will be, you know, quite something bad, won't it? Can't have that. Okay, there's another robot over there. That's good. So far, no sign of any shootouts. Which is good. It means they're all abiding by the law. It's bad in the sense, obviously, that this challenge is taking even longer then. Well, not bad, you know. I'm enjoying the challenge, don't worry. Don't misunderstand me there. It just occurred to me that what I just said there could be construed the wrong way. Yes. Yes, indeed. Ah, okay. Okay, everybody. Let me see now. What's going on out here? Is anyone around? Ah. Looks like there's a load of guys over by the pub. I should keep an eye on that, actually. You know, a pub is always the good scene for a brawl. Too much drink, things like that. You know, suddenly things get a little bit out of hand, people start shooting each other, pull out the shotguns, as you do. How many of them are there around there? They've got one dog, and it looks like there's about 4 hunters, unless those are 2 hunters in the background who are moving away. I know, those 2 hunters in the background are moving away, okay. I doubt we're going to get a shootout there, then. Okie doke. Let's see how it is. I do indeed see how it is. Okay. I think I might head back to the jetty then and wrap this episode up, because I think I've been recording for at least 15 minutes or so. And the thing is, if I've not had a shootout in those first 15 minutes, I doubt I'm going to get one in another 5, so... Okay, tell you what, let's do that then. Let's wrap up this episode. So, this was episode 165 of So You're Being Hunted with me, a General Red Strategist. We had our first investigation today. It was a very straightforward one. If you're not doing so already, you can follow me on my Facebook and Twitter pages, links in the video description. In the next episode, we'll keep up with the police challenge and hopefully get another shootout. So yes, in the meantime, this is General Red signing off. Goodbye. Oh, got him. Shit. Shit. Get off the edge. Oh, no, go. Get out of here, get out. No, get a time. Ah! That's that monstrosity finished off. Get over there. See ya. Oh, shit, no. Oh, fuck. I did not mean to do that. Oh, please don't tell me I have to kill it again now. Shit! Got to stop it. Yeah. Oh lord, no. Holy crap, this area's horrible. Oh my god, I've been shot to fucking pieces. Ah! Oh my, what the fuck? Holy shit! Holy fucking shit! Whoa, Jesus Christ! Holy shit! Fucking hell! Bloody hell, that did like 1,000,000 damage! This better not be a... Whoa! Shit! No! Oh my fucking god! How many... What?